Hey there, my name is Emily. I'm a psychic medium, an intuitive mentor, a psychic development coach for women, and a quantum energy healer. And in this channel, I like to talk about all things mystical, magical, cosmic, and galactic to help you to live a lifestyle that is inspired by the magic of the cosmos, just like I do. In today's video, I'm talking about all about one of my favorite spiritual topics, one that is very near and dear to my heart, that has been really important for me in my journey, which is crystals. We're talking all about crystals, how to work with them, how to cleanse them and clear them, how to activate and charge them, and what they can do and the magic that they can bring into your life. So without further ado, let's get into it. So today we're talking about crystals, and I love crystals so much because I see them as little magical portals of energy that can create a really instant energetic shift for you in your life. So take this amethyst crystal, for example. It's all beautiful white, purple stripes, right? Well, other than just looking pretty, amethyst carries some really powerful properties. And in fact, it's the energetic vibration and energetic frequency that this amethyst crystal carries, that makes it a really powerful magnetic energy shifter. So just by you holding this amethyst crystal, it allows you to tap into the magic and power of your intuition and your psychic gifts, because that is what amethyst as a crystal is known for, and it helps you create that shift within your own energy frequency. So you can imagine that there's so many crystals out there in the universe, right? And each one has its own unique properties, its own unique energy frequency. Those magical properties, just by holding those crystals in your life, can create a really incredible shift and allow you to call in so many cool new things into your life. So I love, again, working with crystals because they can also really allow you to magnetize your manifestations. So you can really create an even more powerful shift within your own energy by being around specific types of crystals, which can help you to magnetize your goals, your manifestations to your energy much more quickly. They are that powerful of an energy shifter, of an energy catalyst. So with that in mind, how do you pick the right crystal for you? If you don't have any crystals in your house right now, how do you go about buying one? What to look for, how to bring one home with you. So I really encourage you to head to a local metaphysical shop or a local crystal store and take a look and see the crystals that they have out, and really allow yourself to use your intuition to feel into what crystal you feel drawn to. So you might feel drawn to one because of the color or the shape or the way it feels in your hand. You will know when you see the crystal that's meant for you to purchase it, and that's the one that you need to walk away with, because that special crystal has properties in it that you need. It's almost like using your intuition to pick your own crystal prescription, and the crystal that you feel drawn to is the one whose energy you need to bring into your life at that particular moment. If you don't have a metaphysical shop near you, you can absolutely purchase crystals online, of course, from a store that has really good sustainable sourcing and has good reviews and is a trusted place to purchase crystals from. That way you can be able to buy crystals from anywhere in the world, and I encourage you again to use your intuition when using a crystal website to pick one. So just take a look at all of the pictures, and without even reading the description, pick the one that you feel the most drawn to. It's going to do the same thing as being in a store with the crystal. You're going to use the powers of your intuition to pick which energetic frequency you need in your life, and that is the crystal that you are meant to have, to hold, to bring with you into your home. So once you've purchased your crystal, what are your next steps? Now, it's really important that as soon as you get that crystal home with you, that you cleanse and clear its energy before you do anything else. Because that crystal could have picked up so many different things along the way. By being in the store, it could have picked up the energy of people who have been in the store as well. It could also have picked up energy in the manufacturing process, in the mining process, in the shipping process, the storekeeper who's laying them out. that crystal has absorbed so many frequencies just from being in the store. Same with being online. It could have picked up frequencies from the mailman who's dropping it off at your house. You never know what the crystal has come into contact with. So I really encourage you to cleanse and clear your crystals as soon as they come home with you. So how do you do that? There are a couple really easy ways to do this. Number one recommendation is to use either Palo Santo smoke or sage smoke, or a Palo Santo or sage spray. So you can buy any of those on Amazon. Again, choose ones that are organically, sustainably sourced and from a good manufacturer. And as soon as you bring home your Palo Santo, your sage, or your spray, just set the intention when you're using the smoke around the crystal or the spray from the special spray that you're setting the intention that the crystal is being cleansed and cleared and re-energized, and that it no longer carries any negative energies around it. You can also use the magic of a cleansing crystal like selenite or clear quartz, which has properties to pull out any negative energies from the crystal itself. So you can even buy selenite charging plates, which look like flat pieces of selenite or clear quartz ones. And all you have to do is put your crystal on top of that selenite or clear quartz charging table or charging crystal like this one, and leave them for a few hours, and that will naturally pull out the negative energies, lower frequencies, denser frequencies that the crystal might be carrying. You can also leave your crystals in the light of the full moon if you have that available to you, if you have an outdoor space where the crystals won't get wet or damaged, or if you have a windowsill that allows for moonlight to filter in. I live in an apartment that's a little bit more boxed in, which makes it more challenging for me to do that. So I choose to use the selenite cleansing crystal option. But whatever resonates with you and your energy that works for you is the option that you want to use. Now, really, I encourage you to avoid water and using water to rinse your crystals at all costs. So water can damage your crystals if your crystals have a water-soluble property. So to know if a crystal is water-soluble, all it takes is a quick Google search. And the water-soluble property makes the crystal really soft and allows the crystal to dissolve in water. So you also don't want to take those crystals that are water-soluble into the bath with you, because they can look like they're tarnished or become blurry, or there won't be as sharp and clear anymore. So just keep that in mind. Selenite, for example, cannot go in water. It will dissolve. It will dissolve over time, and it will not look as shiny as it does right now. So make sure to check whether or not a crystal is soluble before you put it in water. You may also read out there online that people encourage you to put your crystals in a potted plant or in soil for 24 hours. Again, with the water, you never know what elements are out there with the rain and so forth that could also damage your crystals. So just keep that in mind. I encourage you to use the smoke option, the crystal charging option. The spray option is just a little spray, so it won't damage your crystal. But again, just be wary when you do have water-soluble crystals in your collection. So now that your crystal has been cleansed and cleared, it's ready to go. You've set that intention. It's in its own unique energetic frequency. That is when you want to get to know it. So clear some space and time to sit down with your crystal and get to know it, almost like an interview process or almost like a first date, like you're going on a relationship with the first date. So take a few deep breaths, sit with your crystal in the palm of your hand, and get to know it. You can ask it questions like, what do I need to know about you? What energy do you want to help me cultivate? What do you want to help me with in my life? And just really asking the crystal lots of questions will really help you along this process. So just pay attention to what comes through when you're holding the crystal. You might see images in your mind's eye, you might know something, or you might hear words or a phrase of what the crystal wants to help you with or what the crystal wants to do for you. So just tune into that, pay attention to that, and write it all down. Next, once you've gotten to know your crystal a bit better, it's time to activate it and it's time to get it all set up and set the intention around it so that it can be ready for use. So all you have to do is, with holding your crystal in your hand, set an intention over the crystal that you want it to help you do X, Y, and Z. So if you want to work with amethyst to help you with your intuition and your psychic gifts, all you have to do is set the intention with the crystal that it will help you with those things. If you want to work with a crystal for abundance and money and financial abundance, set the intention by holding the crystal that it's going to help you with those specific things. And then that is going to magnetize the energy of the crystal to help you call more of those circumstances into your reality. The cool thing about crystals is that they change and morph with you. So the more you use them, the more you're around them, the more you're holding them, as their energy shifts with yours, your energy is going to shift with the crystal, and you might start to notice that there are different patterns in the crystal that you had never seen before. There are different lines on there. You might see different divots that you would never notice before. The energy of the crystal is adapting and changing and shifting with you, which is going to create new changes in your crystal, which is really beautiful to see with time. Make sure that you cleanse your crystals quite often. I can't emphasize this enough, especially if you have a lot of people in your home or if you have a lot of people going in and out of your home. Crystals can easily pick up the energy of people and things in their environment. And if you have a crystal that's just sitting there that's pulled in so much negative energy, it's going to continue to magnetize and inflate that negative energy. So really being conscious of that, using the cleansing tools that I've told you about, will help change the game for you around this. If you already have crystals in your home, if you haven't cleansed them and cleared them in a while, I want you to leave this video and do that right now, because you're going to see a really profound shift in the energy of your home in general. So what can you start to do with crystals? How can you work with them besides just activating them? You can set up specific crystals around your home for specific things. So for example, if you work from home or if you work in an office and you have a desk space, you can put a crystal specifically for focus or for financial abundance in that space. So you might want to put pyrite, which is great for financial abundance. In your space, you might want to put citrine, which is another really great crystal for confidence, for your solar plexus, and for manifesting abundance as well. If you're having trouble sleeping at night, you might want to put a crystal that's really helpful for sleep by your bedside, like celestite, to help soothe you and calm you before you go to bed at night. You might also want to put a similar crystal with those properties in your car if you're a nervous driver. If you are an anxious driver, having a crystal to hold on to while you're driving can be really helpful, or have it in your lap. You can create a little altar space in your home where your books are, or where you meditate, with different crystals with different energy properties. You can put them all over your home, but also be mindful and intentional about what you're putting in what space, because those crystals have specific properties and they want to help you. So really being intentional about what you're doing with them is a really great way to work with crystals in general. So I encourage you, especially with meditation, with connecting in to your spiritual gifts, with connecting into your intuition, that you start holding on to crystals and working with them more often. They want to work with you. They're here to work with you. That's a really beautiful way to get to know them and to magnetize and increase the energy and shift your energy during meditation, especially if you're trying to manifest something, especially if you are trying to call something in. You can also buy crystal jewelry. Like I'm wearing crystal earrings right now. And of course, making sure you're cleansing and clearing your jewelry often, because it can absorb your energies. But wearing specific crystals on your body can help you to shift your energy just by being out and about. So if you want to wear a beautiful crystal for energy protection or for boundary work, setting boundaries with the people in your life, you might want to wear black tourmaline or black obsidian. Those are really great crystals for energy protection and so forth, for energy cleansing. And finally, if you don't have a specific crystal in your house, there's one you want to buy but you can't find it, you can still call in the energetic properties of that crystal. So say you're traveling, you're going to the beach for the weekend, and you forget to bring your trusty amethyst with you for your meditations, but you always like to hold amethyst and you forget it. You can still call in the power of the amethyst energy into your space when you're doing your meditation in your beach house, and allow that energy from the amethyst to permeate your space, to shift your energy, to change your energy, and you will still see that beautiful energetic shift that you saw when you were physically holding with the crystal in your space. So those are my top tips and tricks for working with crystals. I hope this helps you. I hope you learned a lot from this video. What's your favorite crystal? I want to know. Comment below this video and make sure that you subscribe to this channel and like this video as well. Sending so much love for a joyful day. I'll see you guys in the next video.